Part 2 of this fuel line project presented to you by fire extinguishers. Okay, there is the fuel filter. What am I trying to say? There's the fuel filter. It's not that old. I replaced it. It's dry. There's no leaking. Everything here in the engine compartment looks really good. And when those lines disappear down the frame, that's where the trouble's going to be. I guarantee it. Here's the floor. It's right under where the leak was. It's dry as a bone. It stopped leaking after I disconnected those lines. So if it was a leak in the tank, or if it was a leak in the filler neck, it would still be leaking. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just maybe. Unless you look right there, there's kind of a dark spot that looks like it's been washed down. So, you know, the leak, it's probably right there somewhere. Gonna have to check that out. I got some good advice from a guy. He said shoot everything down with brake cleaner, let it dry, and then restart the truck. You'll find the leak that way. So that's what we're gonna try. We're gonna hit it with some brake cleaner, that spot I just showed you. The frame rail looks good. It's all cleaned up. Fuel lines are reconnected. Heading into the cab, and we're gonna bump the starter. Okay, no such luck. It was just that little hose there that was obvious. It's not leaking from there. It's leaking from somewhere else. And the next step, Buster, is we got to go to the parts store. You stay here. Okay, I want you to stay here and guard the house, okay? Yeah, I'll be back. Picked up 12 feet of hose at the parts store. It's $1.49 a foot. Not a bad price. It's rated to 3.5 bar, 3.4 bar. 1 bar is equal to 14 psi. The internet. I wish I had a microscope, because that's what it would take to understand this diagram. Okay, let's check it out. Got the new line hooked up right here. Best I can see or tell from that diagram in the manual is that's the power feed line. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. What can I tell you? All right, so, you know, I replaced that with 12 feet of 12 feet of fuel line. I'm not gonna leave it like this, but we got her all connected up to the fuel filter. And what do you say? Let's turn the key over, see what we get. Fingers crossed. There we go. Okay, line filled up with fuel. We got her in neutral here. Let's go out and check it. Check the switch. There we go. All right, this is the spot where the leaks come from. Oh, leaks. Son of a bitch. See it? Plan right now is to head back to the auto parts store, pick up more fuel line. I'll just replace the return line. So far today, I've been to 2 different parts stores, a total of 3 times. You know how it goes. And I picked up some fuel line rated at 3.5 bar, 3.4 bar. This is legit. Then I went back and I bought this stuff. It's real freaking fuel line. Let's take a closer look here. Thermoid, whatever, made in the USA. This stuff was expensive. $8.99 a foot. $8.99 a foot. The guy couldn't believe I agreed to buy it. He says nobody buys it. He just gave me the whole spool. Okay, it is getting darker out. I'm glad to be wrapping this project up. We got 2 new lengths of line. Really expensive high pressure line and less expensive lower pressure line. It's running. You know, I don't like the way this sounds. Just gonna shut this project down for the night, maybe, and take another look in the morning. Okay, well, I didn't call it a night. I actually looked around the truck one more time, and I found some leaking at the fuel filter, so I had to redo the clamp. It was kind of a bad clamp job, so let's give it another go. Whoa, starts right up. Hello. Hey, could be worse. All right, let's go look for leaking. Gonna pause this.